My family strongly believed children should be able to read and write before going to school. This meant that my sisters and I were always surrounded by books and other educational toys. Learning does not need to be boring. These days there are an unlimited number of apps you can get that can help with learning. I believe any kind of software, whether it be on the computer or an app on a tablet, can be considered to be an educational tool. In this video, I am going to show you some apps that I believe help to teach people, especially children, about reading and writing, fine motor skills, logic, and problem solving, key skills needed to be able to navigate around a communication device or other type of AAC. For those who don't know, I use my big toe on my right foot to access my communication device and to operate everything from a TV remote to my iPads. So I can assure you that the following apps are easy to use if a person has limited hand function. I love Scrabble, but I need somebody to play against, and I need assistance to move the tiles on the board. Now, I can play Scrabble independently on my iPad against the computer. I find it easy enough to move the tiles where I want them to be. Obviously, Scrabble is also good for checking spelling skills. Also, doing crosswords is a good way to develop vocabulary, and again, crosswords allow people to brush up on their spelling skills. I am personally a words girl, rather than a numbers girl. However, this did not stop me being disappointed when the Sudoku craze came along, and I could not complete the puzzles without having somebody to write the numbers in for me. Now, thanks to apps, I can do Sudokus independently, as you can see. Similarly, when I was a child, I could not play with a Rubik's Cube unless I instructed somebody else to do it for me. Now, there's an app which allows me to try and solve the Rubik's Cube by myself. I haven't been successful yet though. This is the ultimate problem-solving challenge. I find playing bingo helps me with my precision, and it is good for practicing my fine motor skills. Moving on, when I was little I used to go to sleep on my mum's knee. She thought I liked being held, but I was actually listening to the TV in the background. I hate going to sleep in silence. I think I got my first audiobook at age 2, The Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. When I was about 8, I got this teddy bear whose face lit up and told a story. Unfortunately, it was the same 5-minute story every time. Eventually, I started to get more audiobooks. Audiobooks are good because they enable people with significant disabilities like myself to enjoy books independently. I am able to turn book pages with my toe, but it is a bit tricky. We are living in an era where audiobooks are so easy to download. There is no need to collect CDs and cassettes which are easily broken. I personally download audiobooks from a website called Audible and listen to them through the free Audible iPad app. Audible has audiobooks for all ages. As Audible is associated with Amazon, these audiobooks will work on the Kindle as well as every Android, Apple and Windows device. I got Audible in late 2013, and since then I have listened to it every day. Here's a brief demonstration.
Audible.
Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. Read by Stephen Fry.
As you can see, Audible finally got the rights to Harry Potter last year, which I had on cassette and CD and listened to for years on end. I pay $250 a year and I can buy and download any 24 books of my choice. I understand that some people, especially children, might enjoy visuals, so I have some examples of apps that do both. Firstly, Kaha the Kea. It is an iPad app entirely based on a best-selling New Zealand picture book. The app enables the book to be read aloud and sung to children, for example.
Kaha the Kea was flying around, gnawed on my belt and my trousers fell down.
You get the idea. The next one is the iPad app for Harry Maclary. This app allows kids to color in the pictures. The app enables the book to be read aloud and offers the option for sign language. I am excited to say they now have New Zealand Sign Language as well as the American and Australian Sign Language options. Here's the demonstration.
Out of the gate and off for a walk went Harry Maclary from Donaldson's Dairy.
These last two apps cost approximately $7. I have links to all the apps demonstrated in this presentation in the description below. In the end, my advice to you is to try and expose A.A.C users to as much language and problem solving as possible, whether it is through playing games, listening to audiobooks, or simply encouraging conversation. I could talk all day about various apps. Unfortunately, I am limited by time and I can't promise that everybody will enjoy the same apps as I do. However, there are tons of apps, many of which are free, so you just need to find ones that you're engaging.